It is the fourth day of the ongoing NRM caucus meeting taking place in the National Leadership Institute Chankwanzi, and corruption among cabinet ministers took the better part of today's discussion. The former Prime Minister Kintu Mosoke, who presented a paper on party building, says corruption among cabinet ministers has tainted the party, asking President Yoweri Museveni to disband it. According to the party publicity secretary Anita Evelyn, Kintu, who served as Prime Minister in Museveni's government from 1994 to 1999, also asked the party leadership to leave the current Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi of the party Secretary General portfolio.
His first point is to do with the Secretary General. He said that no individual is greater than the party, and he says that it's, in his opinion, he suggests that the appointing authority should try to see that the position of Secretary General is not held by someone who is a minister. But in his words, he said that he would suggest that the appointing authority should consider disbanding the cabinet and reconstitute it anew, such that it can enable him to get rid of the rotten tomatoes. He said the president should groom new leaders and make them to take over these positions, the cabinet positions, because the acts of some of the ministers is turning to be very hostile to the NRM party and to the government.
Though the majority of the NRM MPs attending the retreat in Chankwan supported Musoke's recommendation, the Prime Minister Amama Mbabazi was opposed to it, according to Anite, who also represents the youth of northern Uganda.
The Prime Minister says that it is not proper for ministers to resign on allegations unless the allegations are proven beyond reasonable doubt. The majority view is that they should resign. As NRM members of parliament, I would say, in my opinion, we don't support corruption, and therefore, if it calls for reshufflement, I think we share a view.
According to other sources who are attending the 10-day retreat, the party chairman, who was non-committal to Musoke's suggestion, told MPs that the next meeting and other party caucuses have already suggested cabinet reshuffle, which he says might be implemented after investigations about some ministers are complete. Though the meeting organizers had kept corruption off the agenda, many MPs, according to sources, have pushed, and a day has been set aside to discuss the fate of ministers who have been mentioned in corruption scandals. Anite, who is also a Northern Region Youth MP, told NTV on phone that Kintu also advised the president to look into the suggestion of power sharing with the Kabaka of Uganda, Ronald Mwenda Mutebi. But MPs were opposed to this suggestion, saying the Kabaka cannot share power with an elected president and the constitution bars him from involving himself in politics. Agnes Nandutu, NTV.